December 2023, a woman in Houston called Uber to report that her driver had taken her to a hotel and raped her. The woman had been picked up at 8:53 p.m. the previous evening, but the trip diverged 2 times. Uber sent an automated notification to the woman to check to see if she was okay. She didn't respond. The ride continued to deviate from its original route, and at 9:29 p.m., it stopped near a Motel 6. Uber sent another automatic notification. She didn't respond. That Uber trip remained active with no movement until after 2 a.m. This trip was supposed to take 22 minutes, and it lasted nearly 5 hours. My investigation found that Uber trips resulted in more than 400,000 complaints of sexual assault or sexual misconduct. That's an average of 1 every 8 minutes. Uber says that 99.9% of its rides occur without incident, and that the vast majority of reports are for incidents that are less serious in nature, for things like flirting or explicit language. The company has released 3 safety reports disclosing the most serious of sexual assaults that it tracks, things like non-consensual sexual penetration or forced kissing. What the company didn't disclose were incidents like masturbation or threats of sexual violence. Inside Uber, employees knew this was an issue. They've found patterns that they say are linked to sexual assault. Thousands of pages of internal documents that I've reviewed showed that there were proposed solutions. One of those solutions was the idea to install cameras in cars, but the company was concerned about employment law. Uber classifies its drivers as independent contractors. That means it doesn't have to pay things like benefits or overtime. But that also means Uber has found that there are limits to what it is willing to require its drivers to do, like requiring drivers to install cameras in cars. The other potential solution is matching women drivers with women passengers. The company first rolled out an option for women matching in 2019 in Saudi Arabia. As recently as November, Uber was ready to deploy these women matching options in the United States. But then, after the election, they decided not to launch in fear of political blowback or other lawsuits. A few weeks ago, Uber announced that it was starting to test that option in the United States. But when you look at this incident from 2023, there were a number of Uber safety tools in place. There was GPS tracking, there were messages to check in on the passenger, but it wasn't enough to prevent what happened.